Hey guys, welcome to another video. Just a short one. I just wanted to I finished the chassis build on the Ultima 87 JJ Replica, so I just thought I'd do a quick little video just to give some of my thoughts on the assembly and so on. So as I might have mentioned, I'm going to be building this one as an Ultima Pro replica. So I've got black suspension uprights to do away with these clear ones, which will make it look a lot more like an older period model. And as you can see, I've also got the Marwan tyres on the rear, but I will be replacing the rims as well because I need to find some rims that are more Ultima Pro looking. I've seen a perfect set on another RC car that's for sale, just on eBay. If the guy would answer my question about the condition of the wheels, I'd probably just hit go on that, just to purely to get the period wheels off it. But as yet, I can't get a response, so I'll just have to see. I noticed there's just recently I noticed someone has been 3D printing some of the older Kyosho dish type wheels, so that's also an option to potentially buy a 3D printed set. But just having a close look at them, I noticed that I kind of want to call it the machining, although they're not machined, but like the surface here is quite sort of rough and quite layered looking. So I just have to figure out whether you could sand them smooth and still get a uniform look to them. So I have to look into that. Got a JX servo in this one, which is a change for me. This is the first buggy that I haven't used the servos I use, just the eBay special, the 25 kg just servo ones or whatever they're called. This one called for a slimline servo, whatever you call them. I don't know what they're called. I was searching for compact servo and other terms, but really surprised that there wasn't really that many options, particularly without paying a fortune. So this is what I ended up with, just literally the cheapest servo I could find that is a half height or slim or whatever you want to call it. So yeah, my thoughts on the kit. It's a really easy kit to build. There wasn't anything particularly challenging. I think the one thing that I came across which is consistent with the mid 60th is there's a little bit in the gearbox, which I'll just show you one here. This little part here, I think it is. No, I tell a lie. Well, this little part here needs quite a bit of pressure to get it to seat, and it also tends to bind a bit on the way down. So that is one thing. But the main thing is this here. You pop this in here, and then the spring goes in, and this goes in. And then you need to really make sure that this thread here engages with this, because if it doesn't, you're never going to get the diff to kind of lock up, and therefore you're going to be trying to do this step here and it's not really going to feel like it's getting any tighter. So yeah, that's the only trick, I think, if you can call it that, is just to make sure that thread has seated and that it's, this is pushed in all the way, so that the thread catches. That was probably the only sort of, I don't even want to call it a trick, but I had it on both kits where I hadn't pushed it in far enough and it wasn't grabbing, so I had to, you know, keep playing around with it until I figured out why it wasn't. And that was the reason. The other thing I noticed, which is not a critique or anything, but there's no Loctite suggested on this kit at all. So like when you do the mid-60th, particularly when you're going through the you know, the gearbox into the aluminium motor plate, there's always Loctite on the Optimas, but for some reason nothing on the Ultima. So yeah, anyway, and probably the only other tricky part, if you can call it tricky, was just trying to get this whole shebang onto the chassis and get these screws started. And as you can see, as well as trying to juggle all that, there's you know, and having this bit here fall out and the motor guard come loose, and you've got the suspension arms that have got to go in and they're flapping around. So as well as trying to juggle all that shit and hold all that together, you've also got to contend with different length screws. So that was probably the most maddening step of the kit, I guess. And for some reason, I don't know why, for some reason I had E-clip hell with this one. They're pinging them all over the bloody kitchen and lost about 3 of them. So I think that was just down to me, because normally I don't have any issue with them. With this one, I decided to, I thought I had heard somewhere that someone said the front suspension was too hard. So when I built it, I put this softer, I used the what do you call it? It's like a little, it's one of these. I used the soft one of those. So I've got the soft one in the front, and this is what it's like. It's very soft. And then I just used the manual recommended in the rear, which is a bit heavier. So I'm still kind of trying to decide, do I go soft all around, or do I harden up the front? Or do I just leave it as is and just go, look, it's a shelf car, who cares? Yeah, just trying to decide there. I'm not really super keen to pull the shocks apart again, but at the same time, it's going to trigger me that you know, this is harder than the front. So I think I'm probably leaning towards softening the rear. I mean, I need to replace this tower with the other one I've got, so yeah, perfect opportunity, I guess. Still got to sort myself out a motor, so I'll get onto that shortly. Probably just going to buy another one of the you know, sort of motors that they put out for the re-releases, like I have in my mid-60th. I'll probably just do another one of those. But yeah, you know, enjoyable kit, and I can't wait to get some period wheels and I've already ordered the Ultima Pro body from Penguin, and I can't wait to get that Ultima Pro body on. Hopefully it just fits on okay, even though it's a different model. Might need a little bit of tweaking here and there. Also in this kit, it comes with a metal pin thing. So but the kit still comes with the plastic one. So I used the plastic one on my Turbo Ultima that was missing this. So that was really cool to score that. And yeah, I borrowed some out of the. This comes with a pack of spares, so I borrowed some screws out of there for my Ultima as well. So my Ultima's got the shocks mounted with the hex screws like this as well. So it's always good when you can get parts out of a brand new kit and use them to plug gaps where things are missing in your vintage kits. So that's always quite cool. So yeah, that's pretty much it. I said it would be a short one, so I'm going to keep it short, about 10 minutes. And just say, yeah, like and subscribe if you want. And yeah, tune in next time. It's probably going to be an update on this or the Turbo Ultima. I had the wheels turn up for that, so I want to show you guys the wheels. But I'm still waiting for a replacement motor guard, and a servo. I'll probably do those 3 things, and then I'll show you how it's looking. Trying to get the posts for the wing, that sort of, the tubes that go in here. Really hard to find those. I did find one set on eBay, but they're in the US, and it was like £25 shipping or something ridiculous. So I had to, I had to pass on those. So yeah, a bit of a shame, but yeah, they're proving pretty hard to track down. So, but once I get those, I really will feel like that car is done enough where, I can forget about it. And I need to show you what I've spent on. Oh, holy shit. I brought it cheap, but it's not a cheap car now. It all adds up. So I'll talk through that in the next video as well. So yeah, thanks for watching, and catch you later. Cheers.